What's up, everybody? Rob Rambo here. I'd like to apologize for my camera first and foremost. This first camera is shitty. I'll switch to the next when we're going to watch this video. We're going to watch a Tyson Dela Cruz video today, guys. Apparently, everyone, today we're going to be diving into a topic. It's been buzzing around for years. Basically, it's a conspiracy about Barack Obama's birth certificate. Was it forged? Wasn't it forged? Is there fraud hiding? We're going to break it down. We're going to look at some of the claims. We're going to watch the video of Tyson Dela Cruz because everybody needs to spread the word. If this is true and he wasn't born in America, he's not a legitimate president. I'm going to let you decide. We don't know. So hit the like button, subscribe. I need 50 subscribers. Please. Thank you. So basically, back in 2008, Obama, he was running for president. Folks were asking, where's he really from? They claim he wasn't born in the U.S. That would make him ineligible to be the president if he wasn't. You go to 2011, and he releases his long-form birth certificate. It's from Hawaii, and supposedly just to shut down all the rumors. Case closed. Everybody forgets about it. But almost immediately, people's like, wait, this kind of looks fake. It doesn't look quite right. Something's off about it. And then there's conspiracy, and the rabbit hole begins. Obama tried to say it was a distraction, but for some, it kind of just fueled their fire. Then Joe Arpaio from Arizona, or Arpaio, whoever, in 2016 he held a press conference. He was claiming his team found proof of the forgery, and he called it a 9-point forgery from a PDF file hit from the White House website. And all this information is public information. It's speculation from their part, but apparently they had some world-renowned forensic scientists look at it, and it's fake. I suggest everybody look into this, but we're going to watch the video. So, but it gets kind of techy because the big argument around the PDF is it was opened in Adobe Photoshop software, and it had multiple layers to it. There was text here, then there was a stamp on another layer, then a signature on another, and then the dates didn't line up, the two boxes. The rubber stamp, basically. I don't know what to think. All I know is people like Schiff, Pelosi, Schumer, Raskin, all of them, they're all lying to you, and they all need to put their hands behind their back, and they all need to be arrested live on TV. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. Hopefully, you guys can make up your own mind. And see what's going on, and we'll see. But here we go.
What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Obama's birth certificate is fake? These clips have been percolating. They've been percolating on the intro webs. This was an investigation that occurred back in 2019, I believe it was. Let me check the date real quick. It was, 2016 in Maricopa County, Arizona. It was footage from a press conference held regarding the sheriff of Maricopa County. And he talks about this investigation regarding Obama's birth certificate.
The original mandate to me was, Mike, take a look at this, clear this document, because I want to be the guy that clears this document and moves this country forward. This is no good. That was the mandate. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Like the sheriff just told you, when you conduct criminal investigations, you have to let the evidence lead you. You never lead the evidence. And in doing this, my motive was to clear the document. Because to be quite honest with you, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe this was possible. I didn't think this would ever happen in this nation. I didn't believe it. Back in 2012, I told you about Reed Hayes, a document examiner. Let me tell you about Reed Hayes, a man with 40 years, since 1974, 40 plus years of experience in examining forensic document, handwriting, a man who's well respected in his expertise, a court recognized expert, a document examiner. He is the man you go to when somebody gives you a bad check with a bad signature. This is the guy you run to. Law firms use him all the time. He's been maligned. And let me tell you something about Mr. Hayes. When I contacted Mr. Hayes told me right off the bat, I'm an Obama supporter. I voted for him twice. He goes, and I will never do anything to hurt the President of the United States. What I had said to him was, Reed, I am not asking you to hurt the President of the United States. I'm asking you to take a look at this document and clear it and tell me there's nothing wrong with it. Would you at least do that? And he took a look at it. And when he called me back, he told me, Mike, I can't clear this. There's something wrong with it.
Wow.
And I asked him, I said, Reed, would you continue? I said, I know your position, but would you continue? And his answer to me was, this is what I do. I'll look at it. I'll do it. That's a man of integrity, respecting what his ability is to get to the truth. Because for Sheriff Arpaio and myself, this was never about Barack Obama. This is about a document. You take that document and you remove the name Barack Hussein Obama and put your name on there. If it was your document and it was brought to us, we would do the same thing with this document. This document was being investigated from the only way that I ever knew how to do it. You look to prove the guilty party innocent, the one you suspect. If you can prove him innocent, you don't put the wrong guy in jail. But when you try to prove him innocent and the evidence starts to stack up, now you change because the guilt is coming to the top. That's the way this was done. Jerry Corsi and WND. I grilled Jerry Corsi for 16 hours. This is no joke. I didn't believe anything he was showing me until he showed me one document. Everybody thinks it's the Obama document when I had said that in the past. It wasn't. Jerry Corsi and WND, they were onto something. I'm not so sure they knew it was going to go the way it's going now, but they were onto something. And what we're going to show you today is information that you have never seen before. It was information that was developed by the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office in assistance with actually the gentleman who makes my videos, Mr. Mark Galar. Mark Galar has a unique ability when it comes to digital software and this whole video thing that he does. And Mark Galar and I were on a Skype call. Felt like years. We would go back and forth for years. And at one point, I did alert Mr. Galar to what I was suspecting, and we began to work at it together. What I'm going to do right now is I am going to let the video play in its entirety. Then I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to clear some things up. And then I'm going to let it play one more time, and I'm going to stop it periodically and address some things. I really want you to sit back and have an open mind, because what you're going to see is we utilized forensic document examiners, Reed Hayes in Hawaii, and a company named 4Lab in Italy. And I have two different disciplines. I have Reed Hayes, a document examiner, 4Lab's forensic digital technicians.
Watch this. This is crazy.
Law enforcement throughout Europe. 4Lab's specialty is child pornography cases. 4Labs, everybody in that building is a PhD with math equations that my guy.
If they did forge this, man, this is ridiculous.
And I'm going to tell you what I respect about both of them. Both Reed Hayes and Marco at 4Labs stayed true to their discipline. One of the tests you do when you have an expert, you want to make sure your expert isn't trying to run you for the money. If I can push the expert That's not a guy I want. These men could not be pushed. This is their findings, this is how they see it, and this is how they're calling it. So I'm going to run this video for you, and I want you to understand this has nothing to do with anything we ever did before. It doesn't negate what we did before, and I'll explain that. It is new, and it's profound, and it's quite disturbing. So let me play the video for you now, and then we'll move on.
You are looking at two long-form birth certificates from the state of Hawaii. According to the dates on the certificates, these births took place in Honolulu during the month of August in 1961, just 16
These are
days
the real
apart.
one. Yeah, this is a news channel.
The birth certificate on the left belongs to Barack Obama. The birth certificate on the right belongs to Johanna Ani. After 5 years of intense investigation, which included consultation with one of America's most respected forensic document examiners and a team of European media forensic experts, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office has reached a conclusion utilizing forensic techniques both old and new. It is the opinion of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office that the birth certificate on your right belonging to Johanna Ani was in fact used as a source document in the digital creation of Barack Obama's long-form birth certificate. 9 points of forgery in which words, letters, and hand-placed date stamps have been digitally copied from the Ani long-form birth certificate and pasted onto Obama's long-form birth certificate. We'll look at the first 5 points of forgery together, since they were brought over from the Ani document in one group. Now let's drop out the Ani document as a background and view that again. Now let's look at the date stamps in box 20 and 22. In this case, the stamps were brought over one at a time. But as we do this experiment, ask yourself, what are the odds that two stamps in two separate boxes, stamped by hand 16 days apart, would have the exact same angle in box 20 and the exact same angle in box 22? First, we'll look at the left stamp. Now the right stamp. It should be pointed out that these stamps were looked at by two separate document examiners who specialize in two separate forensic disciplines and who reside on two different continents. Both agreed that these angles are identical on both the Obama document and the Ani document. Let's watch that again without all of the background clutter.
Damn, that's identical. I mean, I'm not insinuating nothing, but 3.
It should be noted that Susan and Gretchen Nordijk were born 5 minutes from each other and have consecutive serial numbers. Therefore, their date stamps ostensibly would have been put on back to back, But as you can see, looking at the leftmost date stamps underlined in red, and looking at the rightmost date stamps underlined in blue, there is no similarity in terms of the angle of the date stamps. How ironic that Barack Obama's birth certificate and Johanna Ani's birth certificate, which were stamped 16 days apart, are identical in angle according to two separate disciplines within the world of forensic document examination, and yet the Nordite twins, born 5 minutes from each other, stamped back to back, don't show any similarity in angles.
Oh no.
A number of references to angles so far. The reason
My mistake.
take an item off of one document and place it onto another, the angle is going to remain the same unless you intentionally alter it after you place it on the second document. Watch.
Comment down below if you guys think. Comment down below.
When you have two separate documents with two hand-placed date stamps at the same angle...
Yeah, that's crazy. Comment down below. See if these lifelong Democrats, some of them are absolutely out of their mind.
Now we are going to focus on boxes 6D and 6E within the Obama PDF. Both X's were taken directly from box 6D in the Ani long-form birth certificate. In fact, not only was the X pulled over, but the box itself was pulled over, and various parts of the line on top of the X were also pulled over, according to forensic document experts. Next, we'll drop the ID document out of the picture, except for the items that were used to create the Obama birth certificate.
Kind of makes you think who's been running the country for like the last 3 presidencies.
Slides right over.
Wasn't Biden.
And people are trying to figure out why isn't he giving his birth certificate. It's not a birth certificate. A certificate of live birth, and you can see that one that you have and the one that I brought you, because that's the one that's on the internet. And
Our president, he called it, folks.
It doesn't have a signature. It doesn't have a signature. One that I saw on television has a stamp, but that's not a signature.
Right, but that's how they
Excuse
do
me, but
these.
that's not the one that they were
I think
showing
that was like
everybody.
10 years ago.
Can I just say very simply, why doesn't he show his birth certificate? Why has he spent over $2 million in legal fees to keep this quiet and to keep this silent? When I listened today to the tape of the grandmother, and she was saying he was born essentially in Kenya, and then all of a sudden, don't forget, this is when Barack Obama was hot as a pistol because it looked like he was going to get the nomination, and they had a lot of people, a lot of handlers in there, and all of a sudden you hear people all over the room, no, he was born in Hawaii, he was born in Hawaii. But she didn't.
11.
Guys, this has been going on